Hello, hello. How does it go? Bunny Love 444. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I got all my pens dropping and everything. Oh my goodness. Yes, so I apologize for not being here at 7, but I was outside doing some stuff and some gardening. And guess what? Be careful because we have bees that are underground. And so when I went to go take the little rake and rake, I accidentally nicked the top of it and they come out and stung my middle finger. So they stung my middle finger and I'm allergic to bees. So I had to do what I had to do. So anyways, I'm apologizing for not being here at 7, but this is day 2 to our sacred transformation. Okay. So now yesterday you wrote down the questions. Okay. So today we're going to write number 1. We're going to go in and we're going to find out your card for the day. Okay. And this you need to think of something that has to do with your childhood. Okay. So the card for the day has to represent something within your childhood. Okay. And then the second question will be your adolescence. And the third question will be the adulthood. Okay. So we're going to find out what we need to know, because like I said, this is going to help you go back, and once we get to the certain point, you're going to be able to go back, and there's going to be a reoccurring thing that's happening. Okay, so when we get there, I'll let you know. So this first one, okay, this is your card for the day, and in your journals, you need to be able to write something that has to do with your childhood, okay? And keep that in mind because we're pulling out certain things, okay? All right, Father, what do we need to know? What is their card for the day? What is my soul family's card for the day? Oh, humor, okay? So we have 45, humor. This is the East, and yellow. Okay. All right. So it's a new beginning. It's a new beginning to the spiritual enlightenment, to have that great understanding that your humor, your fear, and your anger awaken the power within you, because you're the one that has to figure out the feelings, right? You have to be the one to figure out the feelings. I'm hearing a lot of you love to joke around. Love to joke around. Okay. Some of you get triggered pretty easily. But with the humor, you need to think back to your childhood. What is one funny thing from your childhood that took place that you can remember? Because it's depicting when you started realizing that you had a sense of humor. Okay. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the little notification bell so that you know when I go live. Don't forget to share the videos. If you need to contact me, down in the description box is how you can contact me through the email. Other than that, we are on day 2 of the sacred transformation, which is beautiful, Okay. And let's sum it up here too. The way that my computer is sitting, when you see me look away, it's because my cards are here, and I'm going to say it again because I had a few people say, oh, well, when she looks away, she's not speaking her truth. That isn't true. I speak my truth 10,000% savagely blunt. Okay. Just so you know. But the way that I have it set up right now, they face this way. The camera is this way. Okay. So our first card, like I said, 45, humor, east, yellow. Okay. Our second one is its message that we need to realize that it's moving. Okay. Hold on, Father. Okay. So this one is, he's saying this message is what made you realize something in your adolescent years. Okay. So what do we need to know, Father? What do we need to know for the brothers and sisters here doing the sacred transformation? Ooh. Beautiful, right? New beginning. This is something to do with your adolescence. Okay? This is about going on that voyage from childhood to adolescence. Okay? The number is number 9, which is spiritual enlightenment, okay? And this is the innocence. It is the south and it is red. Okay? Yeah, so something to do with your adolescence as a child to come into this higher consciousness of understanding your spiritual gift. Okay. I'm also hearing the message that made you realize that you were a treasured, spiritually gifted child or adolescent. Because I can tell you right now, the synchronicity that is coming out with 9-9 is endings and beginnings. So there's something that took place from your childhood into your adolescence that you're needing to surrender. That you're needing to surrender. Because there, I'm also hearing something about you weren't able to fit in. You weren't fitting in from a child into an adolescent. You felt like you didn't fit in. You felt like an outcast. You felt like the other sheep in the family, you know? Yeah, I'm hearing you didn't fit in. And you knew it. Your higher consciousness knew, why is it so hard for me to make friends? Why is it so hard for me to have any type of friends? Why is it that I'm not the popular one? Why is it that I don't have like a group of people around me? Is what I'm hearing. But they want to know, in your higher conscious, when did you go in from your childhood to your adolescent to know that you were different, that you weren't fitting in? Okay. That you weren't fitting in. Hello, beautiful. Hello, hello. Okay, now the third card is going to be the card that what do you need to work most on? Okay, and this is from the adolescent to the adult. What do you need to work most on? Okay, what do we need to work most on? Mm. You have 2 cards. Okay. So the first one is we have 34, which is focus. That is the north, and that's white. And we have 36, which is magic, and that's east and yellow. And look at them cards. I can already tell you what our Father is saying. He's already saying that he wanted you to focus from the adolescence into adulthood, that you were not made to fit in. You were made to stand out because he made your life go through many trials and tribulations to be that warrior, to prepare you to be that warrior, to be able to focus on, I'm hearing focus on parts of you, the growth of you from an adolescent into adult. Okay, there was something that you need to work on most going from that adolescent into the adulthood, because this right here, this is knowing that you have magic all around you, that you have great intuition, that you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing, because the Stonehenge is a very sacred place. Okay, and our Father is saying that this relationship that comes with the magic, you knew you were gifted, you knew there was something special about you. Okay. Hmm. I'm hearing from some of you, from an adolescent into adult, you've been able to hear things. Okay, sweetheart. Okay, sounds good. You were able to hear certain things. Okay, you were attracted to certain things. Yeah, I'm hearing there was something different about you. But with the focus and magic, okay, so what I'm getting is that from the adolescent to the adult, you haven't been able to fully focus on your spiritual gift, which has made you emotionally stuck. It's made you emotionally stuck. Ooh. Okay, so number 4 is you are out of balance. And you are out of balance in what area, which this is all about your future. You are out of balance in what area that pertains to your future. What do we need to know, Father? What do we need to know? Oh, wow. You are out of balance. You're out of balance in this area. And this is for your future. You're not listening to your wisdom. Okay? Because the number is 32. The card is wisdom. It's north. And it's white. So this is, when I see this, this is telling me that you're not listening to your heart. You're not listening to our Father. You're not finding the self-discovery, okay? You're not finding the self-discovery of the beautiful little places that our Father wants to put you in. Yeah, it's like you've closed yourself off and iced yourself over, okay? And you're trying to find that path. You're trying to find what path that you're supposed to be on. And I'm also hearing that you're better off alone. You're better off alone. Or you feel better off alone. Let me move this down here. Yeah, and I'm hearing, because you're so focused into the future, there's storms arising. As an adult, there's some storms that are arising right now because you are not on your right path. Some of you are not on your right path. You're not following. You're not following our Father. You're not following. He already linked you up, but you're not following. You're not following. Okay. So, Father, what do we need now that we have this out here, from our child to the adolescent to the adult, to having that balance, or for your future? Now, this is the balance. Okay. So, what balance? What do they need more clarity of? What do they need more clarity of then? Because they need balance, Father. You're saying they need balance, because when they have more yellow and white out here, they're needing to balance. Oh, yeah. You're needing to balance that strength. Again, you got another white card. Ooh, okay. This is 27. Strength, north, and white. Hmm. Okay. So this is where the balance comes in. You need to understand that anybody who upsets you the most in your life, who triggers you the most, is spiritually a teacher for you to learn things about yourself. Okay, because if that person can get inside your head and turn you all around upside down, you need to find that balance to not let them turn you around and flip you upside down and everything else. You need to have greater strength. You need to have that greater strength. Mm. Yeah, because what he's saying with the yellow, the white, because you have 3 white, 2 yellow, and a red. Okay. You need to balance yourself, because you're letting these people get in your head and cause you pain, cause you hurt, cause you strife. And he's saying that every day is a new beginning for you. The white is listening to our Father. You need to be more grounded, because there's the pain. He's saying the pain, the red is the pain. Okay. You need to balance that pain out. So when somebody gets you upset and triggers you, okay, that is a teacher, a 33 master teacher that our Father has brought to you, because they are supposed to be teaching you something. They are supposed to be able to help you go in your inner self and balance that pain out, so that they can no longer trigger you, so they can no longer upset you. Excuse me. Yeah, because look, it's about you taking a different trail and breaking away from the way you used to do things. Okay? Because before, you used to, go off and let this person have every word in the book. The thing is he's saying he wants you to go into solitude and have that inner strength to balance yourself out, have that self-control, so that you can create that own path of yours, that when somebody comes in and they try to trigger you, or they try to get you very angry, you are completely balanced. You are completely balanced. Because right now, like I said, it's all about, our Father is showing that you let people come in and cause so much pain and strife in your life, that it puts you in your emotions, and you're not being able to be that playful, humorous person. Okay. And you need to come back to the innocence of who you are in your spiritual enlightenment, to be able to focus on the magic that our Father gave you, to see that wisdom and have that strength, that this is all part of a learning lesson, right? It's all part of a learning lesson. Wow. That's beautiful. Yes, and that's the thing. When you can transmute that pain, you're coming back into the innocence of your true self. Okay? But what it shows right here at these cards, like I'm saying, because you got white, white, 2 yellow, and the red. Okay? So take note that the ones who are making you angry, who are triggering you, who piss you off to no end, it's because they are your 33 master teacher. There is things that you are supposed to learn from that person, and your cycle is going to keep on going if you decide, well, okay, well, you made me mad, I'm not going to listen to you, and you shut the door on that teacher. Our Father says, now guess what? You're off balance. Your future is not looking bright. You're upset as the adult. That brings you back to your adolescent and your childhood wounds. And he said, it's time to go in and look to the deeper fear, because you need to be able to know that, yes, our wounds trigger us. Yes, certain things that people do trigger us. Certain things that people say trigger us. Certain ways that people treat us trigger us. The thing is if you are completely healed, the wisdom that our Father has given and the strength to be able to completely focus on Him and to be able to forgive and surrender and come back into that playful, innocent you, that's you living your true magic. Absolutely. Absolutely. It makes you a much greater person, because when somebody is sitting there doing these things to you, and they seen how you used to react, I mean, throw down with the best of them, whatever, go off, yell at them, whatever you did. The thing is when they come at you that same way, because they're programmed and conditioned to keep coming at you and do this to you over and over and over and over again, because what makes you angry is showing that you're not healing. You're not healing that pain. Okay? You're trying to cover that pain and hope that that pain will just rid itself. It never will. It will always keep coming back up. So you have to have the strength and the wisdom to know that our Father is saying right here, right now, that it's time. It's time. Because when you balance it out and this person can no longer, they do the same things and they come at you and they no longer get the same response. And you're like, okay, thank you. I wish you well. Have a good day. And you turn and walk away instead of throwing down or, verbally, attacking them. They're going to be like, whoa, wait a minute. And they're going to try a couple more times, and they're going to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. Every time that they see that you are getting angry, God is going to push them on you harder and harder and harder and harder until you no longer let it upset you. Because that means that you have healed from that pain. That means that you have healed from that trigger. But if you haven't healed, the more they do it and the harder our Father has them do it, the more angry you're going to get. And by doing that, you're not being that joyful, loving, humorous, harmonious, blissful person, right? You're not being that innocent soul being that's here, okay? You're completing, because the South Node is all about completing, your past life situations. So you're wondering why all these things are coming at you and why this is happening to you. Okay. Our Father is having me explain it. A lot of people feel like they are spiritually attacked over and over and over again. Correct. He says, correct. The thing that you have to understand is He has sent that person to be your teacher, to eliminate them type of pains, fears, that anger, that aggression, everything that embarks for you to come into your higher consciousness. Okay. Because the thing is it needs to be mind over matter. You don't mind because it don't matter. You know how to transmute it. You know how to turn that anger into something joyful and beautiful. You're no longer sitting in that pain. You're no longer focusing on that pain. Because when you have the humor and the focus card right here by the pain card, a lot of you laugh it off like, whatever, okay? And you don't want to focus on that pain. You're masquerading it. You're not dealing with that pain. You're not coming into the innocence of who you are. You're not having that spiritual enlightenment of who you are. You're not having that new beginning as that angelic being, right? So God sits there with the boat going, okay, come on, child. Come on, child. All right. You don't want to learn it. You want to keep doing it. Okay. Guess what? I'm going to have a new set come at you. And they're going to come at you so hard that this time it's going to make you blow smoke out your ears like a dragon, would, or out your mouth, because you're going to be so irate. But the truth of the matter is they are stealing your happiness. They're giving you a distraction to take away your focus, to disable your magic, your spiritual gifts that our Father has given you when he speaks to you with that wisdom and that strength. Yes, he wants you to stand in your power, but he wants you to keep shining your light. And in order to shine your light, you have to deal with that pain. So when somebody is sitting there constantly coming at you in an aggressive way and just coming, it's you having that realization of, okay, my Father is giving me this test. I have not passed his exam yet. And once I pass his exam, you will see that all of the spiritual warfare, all of the things that you think are just spiritual warfare, that's our Father testing you, and you're failing the test. You're failing the test, he's saying. Okay. So he wants you to have a greater understanding. The moment that you heal this and get that spiritual enlightenment, instead of just laughing it off and thinking, yeah, I'll show you, with that arrogant attitude he's saying, and you truly focus on what he is having you do, of going in to that childhood, to that adolescent, and it is moved into adulthood, and it is now going to block your future, and you are going to block your spiritual gifts. Okay. So he's wanting you to understand that. That's beautiful. Okay, so what is your lesson of power today? What is the main lesson, Father? What is that main lesson besides healing their pain? I knew it. I knew it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Mwah. Your harmony. Your harmony. The lesson of power today is how to come into your higher consciousness with your harmony. You are the co-creator with our Father to have that harmony. And in order to do that, you have to be able to go from your childhood to the adolescent to the adult, to go in and heal the things that used to trigger you, that used to set you off, and bring that beautiful, look at that beautiful harmony. Look at that beautiful harmony. He says, all aboard. And he's standing there waiting because, see, there's that sacred portal that's coming on July 7th, the 7/7 portal. Okay. He's like, all aboard. There's the portal. Where's that portal? It's our Father's magic mountain, right? I call it his magic mountain because trusting and believing him, which the number is 20, harmony, west, and black. Okay. So this is about being able, your main lesson of power of what he wants you to know today is you take back your power. You take back your happiness. You take back your focus. You take back your spiritual gifts that other people are trying to take from you because you're allowing them by being in the pain of being hurt, being betrayed, being angry at the thing that people are doing on the spiritual warfare. See, you have to be able to balance your mind. You have to be able to the West, surrender it to our Father. Okay? That is what he is trying to tell you. He is trying to say, listen, the wheel must function. You cannot have the cart and have the two broken wheels and think you're going to pull that cart. That wheel has to function. And in order for it to function, you have to understand on that sacred transformation how to transmute that hurt, that pain. I'm telling you, look, that's the secret portal of Earth, right? This is the train station, right? I'm telling you, the beauty. Because what I'm hearing him say right now, when I'm seeing the meditation and the praying, no matter how cold things get, no matter how alone we feel, no matter how angry we get, stop, transmute it. Stop and transmute it. Because when you look at what he is also trying to say, you see how you're chipping away to be able to move that mountain, to move that obstacle in your way that has stopped you from childhood to adolescent to adult? Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the most beautiful thing ever. And that's the lesson of power that he wants you to understand. That that harmony, that harmony, you have to balance that. Nobody else can make you happy. Nobody else can pass these tests for you, because if them wheels ain't functioning, how are you supposed to get to your next level? How are you supposed to get your wheels and your spiritual self to that ascension to that next level and do it peacefully? Okay? And do it peacefully. So that is number 6. That is your lesson of power. He wants you to understand the physical and the spiritual aspects of this. But just know what you think sometimes might be spiritual warfare or black magic or spell work and yada, yada, yada. He says, That is our Father coming in to test you, to see if you are ready to level up spiritually to your next level. And I'm hearing, you failed the test. Somebody, and he's going like this, you failed the test. Because the thing is, you can't just laugh it off. You have to surrender it to our Father. He is the North Node. He is your future. He is your future, and he's the one that helps you on that voyage to go forward to where you need to be on your spiritual, magical. This is Stonehenge, okay? Where you need to be, but you need to be able to focus. I'm hearing you need to be able to focus. So I'm also being told, because the South came out and you've got the North. Are you spending more of your time focusing on your past hurts and making excuses? Or did you move into that new beginning to where you can adjust to the daily life and adjust to your spiritual gifts? Because our Father's coming in and saying, listen, you need to be aware of your actions. And being angry, coming out and lashing out at people, physically hurting people, screaming at them. He just went like this. Tomorrow is a new day and a new dawn. He says it's time to do something different. But you must surrender that, okay? You must acknowledge it and you must surrender it. Because from the time you've been a child into your adolescent, into your adulthood, you have been in defense mode every step of the way because of all the hurt and pain that you have gone through, because of the abandonment that you have gone through, because of the physical, mental, emotional, and sexual and spiritual abuse that you have gone through. You have held that anger. You have kept them boundaries, them anger boundaries, them triggers that lie within you. And he's saying, this is where you need to find that harmony. Your lesson of power is to be able to transmute that. And it doesn't mean laugh it off and be like, yeah, okay, whatever, I'll let you guys do whatever. No, acknowledge it. Say, hey, I see you. I see what you're trying to do to me. You're trying to get me angry. You're trying to make me step out of character. You're trying to get me into them devil ways, the devilish ways that are hurtful to people, that lash out at people. I'm not doing that. I see what you're doing. And you know what? Today's the day you're going to pass the test from our Father, because now that He has allowed me to bring this out for you, it's your turn to surrender it to our Father and be able to step forward tomorrow, new day, new dawn. And that is every time that teacher is trying to trigger you in some way because they're constantly coming at you. The thing is, transmute it, transmute it. Stand in your integrity, shine your light, keep shining your light. The key thing I can tell you from experience, from my own experience, keep shining your light, keep standing in your power. Okay? Because the thing is by standing in your power and keep shining your light, you surrender that to our Father, and guess what? He's going to know, okay, they now know that the test is, I'm going to keep bringing these people in because it makes them more angry, and it makes them more angry and more angry and more angry. And guess what? He's giving you the foresight. He is preparing you, because in order for you to step in your true, magical, spiritual, beautiful gifts, you have to know how to completely focus, stay grounded, and know how to fight off hundreds of spiritual attacks at once. Not just 2 or 3, not just 10, 20, 30, hundreds. Because that is the true warrior when you can do that. That is the existence of who you are. That is the existence of your magic. That is the existence of why God made you that warrior. You have endured pain. You have gone through suffering. You have watched people, die before your eyes that cause you so much pain and so much hurt. So when that stuff comes up, guess what? He says you don't want to hear stuff like that. It triggers you. It makes you upset. Absolutely. He is training and preparing you. He is, absolutely. And the thing is you need to be able, when somebody, okay, so what he is saying, what somebody when somebody's coming at you, okay, when the teacher is coming at you and he's wanting you to pass a test, but instead you blow up and everything else, our Father's coming in and saying, my children, do it from a generous, loving heart. Give that anger a name. Address it with a name. Okay? And the reason why he's saying that, you address it by name, giving it recognition that you see now that these people are coming at you, following you, stalking you, belittling you, trying to sabotage you, trying to steal your stuff, all these deceitful things that make you angry. And I'm hearing physically, come at you and stuff. Give it a name. Give it a name. Okay? When you give it a name, you are telling your Father, listen, I recognize now what they are doing. And when you pass that test, you're going to watch, bam, in an instant, all of that injustice is going to stop and you will get justice. Because our Father says, when you go in and you do what you're supposed to do, and you do it from that innocent being that He co-created you to be, from that generous, loving heart, when you pass that test, instantly, that stuff is going to stop. It's going to stop. He's wanting you to acknowledge that spiritual relationship with your gift, with your magic. He's calling it your magic because each and every one of you have your own spiritual gifts and magic. Okay. And the ones who are, going on other people's things and mocking others in the spiritual community, God says, watch, there's consequences for them. Okay. So if somebody's doing that to you, don't feed in to their little reindeer games. Okay. Just feed the reindeer, wish them well, and say, my Father said He's going to take you out of this equation. Okay. So you wish them well. And by wishing them well, you wish no harm on them. You're not blocking your magical gifts. Okay. You're not blocking your magical gifts. Because right now, right here, these things are backfiring on you with your spiritual gifts. You feel like you're disconnected. You feel like you want to just give it all up. You feel like you're not having that passion to do your spiritual journey. It's like you're trying to backpedal on our Father. Okay. And He says, no, you need to keep shining your light. You need to shine your light so bright that it blinds them. Because the only reason why He sends multiple is for you to be able to heal. And if you're not spiritually catching on that that's what He's wanting you to do, He's going to make it harder and harder each and every time. And it's going to be in the physical and in the spiritual. You're going to get a double whammy. Okay. The thing is, name your anger. Name it. Because when you name it, you're acknowledging it. When you're acknowledging it, you're saying, Father, listen, I acknowledge now that this is not people doing black magic on me. This is not people, doing dark nights of the shadow stuff on me. I now understand because I gave it a name, and you don't even have to say all that. By giving it a name, He knows that you're acknowledging that that that's a test. And that's why He's allowing me to tell you, because a lot of people fail that test over and over and over and over again. And it's time that He wants people to move to that next level. And I'm all about raising people up, okay? Because then it's not mentally messing with your head, because it can. It can. But just know that that's the power of our Father saying, listen, from time to time, I'm going to test you when it's time to level up. When you're that close to leveling up, there's going to be things that transpire that are going to set you off. But it's that teacher that comes in and gives you the message to have that greater understanding. Yes, I'm telling you, it's beautiful when you understand the true message, okay? Because when I say literally, He will do that. He is testing your faith. He is testing your righteousness. He is testing, are you ready to move to that next level? And if you logically say, oh yeah, I'm ready to move to the next level. Oh, I moved to the next level. But you're still fighting this. You didn't move to no next level. God says, you didn't pass the test. And this is why He's having me bring it out as the 33 master teacher, letting you know this by you giving it a name, recognizing when that anger comes out, or when somebody makes you angry and you just want to pipe off and go off and everything else. Balance yourself. Keep shining your light. Keep being generous. Keep being that loving, caring person. Because the ones who sit and call you fake when you do that, They ain't even nowhere near leveling up. Okay, they're still down here and haven't even got to the first step. Because if they're still acting that way and they want to claim, okay, he said if they want to claim certain things, that claiming he will take away. They will not be able to cling on to that magic. He will completely shut that door. And they will not be able to follow their intuition. They will not have the spiritual gifts. Because the thing is when people, and he keeps saying this is part of that lesson. You need to have harmony in the spiritual community. Okay? He has made you soul tribe. Soul tribe means that you're conquering together by the different messages that we are individual, unique individuals. He gives each of us individual messages to put out there for our brothers and sisters and for the collectives, right? The collectives who are not awake. The collectives are people who are not awake. Our brothers and sisters are the ones who have awakened. They may not be fully awakened, but he's saying when they're self-proclaiming that they are the highest of the highest and they're this and they're that, but yet they can go and they can mock, they can ridicule, they can belittle, they can slander people in the spiritual community and let alone in humanity. He said no, that's somebody who is abusing the gifts that he is given. That is no harmony. Okay, so wow, woofda, I'm telling you, I love when my father comes through and our father can sit there and bring these out, because I hope that it's giving you guys a greater understanding to come in on a soul deep level to be able to up your spiritual gifts. And when I say up your spiritual gifts, okay, because he's bringing it forth. So I don't know who's saying it. I don't follow the he said, she said. Okay. I'll listen to what he said, but he's coming through and saying, listen, he's been seeing it a lot in the whole community of electronical community. Okay, that's what he's calling it, the electronical community. He's saying that he is watching these people who are calling themselves spiritual, who say they're awakened, who say they're intuitive, who say that they're shamans, who say that they're hyokis, who say that they're sage masters, who say that they're light workers, star seeds, empaths. But if they're sitting on somebody else's channel, feeding in and being negative, they are none of the sort. They are agents. They are Terrans. Because the thing is they're trying to feed in to keep that person angry from being able to graduate on their spiritual journey. That's what you have to watch for. And that's where right here, he's saying, here, how we are a unit and we inspire each other. Now, if you go watch some others in whatever platforms, okay, he didn't say, he just said the electronic community. You go and watch in some of these other feeds. And when they start talking the negative energies that are coming through, or something that is like negatively impacting their day or something that's going on, and all you get is negative feedback to keep that person angry and charged up, they are no such thing as a light worker. They are no such thing as a shaman, a sage master, a empath, a star seed, a hyoki. No, a master teacher. No. Our Father is saying, because if they were, they would have passed the test that you don't hold on to anger. You do everything out of love and light. And I have the passion to bring it forth. Yes, sweetheart. It's sickening because it is very sickening to see when he brought that to me when I was doing my leveling up. And mind you, I've done this all with our father. Okay. I didn't have teachers, guiding me or anything. He was guiding me. And since he has guided me and brought me to where I am, which I'm very, I could tell you I'm high ranking and I can give you the Akashic code, but you won't understand that right now until I get you elevated in this 30 days. Until I get you elevated, you will be able to fully understand what he's talking about when it's an Akashic code to let you know where you rank on your spiritual journey. Okay. Everybody has it. But these people who are feeding in, being rude, cutting other people off who are empowering, motivating, and supporting, protecting. Okay. When they treat them people rudely and want to cut them out, and they're drawn to these negative people that are sitting here, that they want to call them haters, but they're not. They're agents and they're Terrans. You want to know why? Because they would come from love and light. They would continuously say, keep shining your light, keep your head up, stay strong, surrender it to our Father, everything out of love and light. They would not feed in, because when he showed me this, and I'm going to give you an example, and I don't care what anybody here in the community says, because when my father says say it, guess what? I say it. But when they sit in there, oh, I feel there's an energy in here. And then they start cutting, they pick one person and they all start targeting that one person. Our father had that happen. He showed me that. Okay. He put me into a room of a person that I had no idea who it was. Okay. He had me be that protective being. Okay. An ancient master teacher, an old soul. Okay. He had me protecting somebody. And there was 4 people in there that wanted to start mocking and coming at me. The funny thing is when I said, okay, Father, I see what you're saying now. You know what he did? All of a sudden, poof. Oh, I'm tired. I got to go to bed. Boom, boom, boom. They left the chat. Why? Because that was our Father coming in and saying, I'm showing you so that you can be a testimony and you can show others when you're interacting. If somebody is saying, just because their name says, whatever, he says, watch their behavior. If they're feeling the fire to keep you angry, they're not who they truly say they are. Keep eye on that. Yes, absolutely. I do too, sweetheart. Okay, so, and now he's saying, let's get to the 7th card, because this is, what is your fear for today? This is going to help that transformation and that healing. Okay, what is your fear today? So let's find out. What is your fear today? Okay, so your fear today is the number 3, commitment, south, and red. Okay, stare into this beautiful divine path that he has brought there for us, right? When you look at this, does this remind you of the 4 of Wands, that happy home, that happy life, that happy marriage? Okay, so your fear is fear of commitment. You need to be able to make that change and transformation. You need to heal from that, because yes, these other people have hurt you, they have betrayed you. okay, there's where that anger that they do, a special name that you have for your anger, for that recognition. Because the thing is you don't have commitment issues when it comes to trusting and believing in our Father, right? Some fall backwards depending on what happens in our life, because I can tell you I've done it. I've done it. I've been there. I ain't afraid to say it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not perfect by in any means. I'm imperfectly perfect, flaws and all, but I love who I am, and I have the self-confidence and self-esteem to know, and I have that commitment with myself. People say, "Well, you're so beautiful, why you ain't with anybody?" Well, you know what? They need to know my worth and my value, because I know my worth and my value. So they want to say whatever. But getting back to this, our Father is saying, listen, people are afraid of commitment. They are afraid to commit. Okay? You stand back, you watch all these beautiful things happening. You see other people madly in love, okay? They're not hurting each other, they're not calling each other out of name, but because of your bad experiences, because of the karmics who you were in a relationship with have hurt you, you have commitment issues. As a child, depending on what transpired in your family, if you had a mother or a father who abandoned you, or a father who wasn't there, because like I said, mine abandoned me and my father was never there for me. Okay, so as a child, guess what? I had commitment issues, seeing that they couldn't even commit to taking care of their child. And as I moved into an adolescent, it got even worse, because at age 10, boom, I'm at a foster home. So there was no commitment, stable foundation, right? But when it came to adolescent and me understanding what they did and how they couldn't commit to me as parents, made me even go harder to be able to commit and be loyal to my friends, to my family, to the friends that I called family, because my family, no, they were all karmic. They were all karmic. Okay. The thing is our Father showed me at a very young age, listen, they have done this. Break that barrier. Don't have commitment issues, because not everybody's going to treat you that way. And did you know, when I went into the foster home and the group home, that foster mother, she loved me so unconditional. Unconditional. She taught me, as the minister that she was, what true unconditional love was, and what true commitment and loyalty, honesty, respect, faithfulness, and everything. She taught me all of that. So going in from my adolescent into my adulthood, it got more stronger and stronger and stronger. And everybody said, "Hey, she's a very loyal and very committed person." That's right. I am. But I do have my boundaries. Don't take my kindness for a weakness, because if you want me to commit as that loyal person, I respect the same. Okay? I respect the same thing. Hello, sister. Hello, hello. So, a lot of you are afraid to commit. Okay? And when this comes out as the South, and it's coming out as number 3, this is God saying, even in your past lives, you had an issue with commitment. So when you came into this physical life, instead of your spiritual life, into this physical life, the things have transpired from your childhood to adolescence to your adult, which is now affecting your future, because when a good thing comes your way, you pass it up thinking, oh, I can't, I'm intimidated by this person. They're very strong. They're very independently owned and operated. Oh, they set their boundaries. They know exactly what they want. And because you haven't healed that pain. You haven't healed that pain. You haven't healed and come back into that innocence of who you are, and truly put your focus in and get that wisdom and have that strength to say, I want to trust and believe. I need to break them barriers. I need to commit, because if I want that harmony, I need to be able to focus on my spiritual journey and do out of everything out of love and light. Okay? Because that's going to bring me back to who I am. And I will be able to laugh again. I will be able to trust again. And I will be able to joke around, because when you are healed, you can freely speak about the things that have happened. You can freely speak about it. Okay? I am very transparent and very vulnerable, and a lot of people don't like that. But I have a lot of people who come in and treat me like I'm a piece of meat too. And it's like, you will respect me. You will respect my temple. I'm not a piece of meat. Okay? And that's the commitment that I have to me and to my father. So when he brings me in, that forever person for me, the one that's ordained for me, who is going to love me for my imperfections and my flaws and all, who's going to love the inner beauty as well as the outer beauty, have that equal balance, and who is not afraid to have that commitment, that means that they've been healing themselves. That means that their fear of commitment from what they used to be in no longer hinders their path. No longer hinders their path. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody who wants to deter a married couple apart from each other, the thing is, there's two different things that our father is coming in and saying. Now, if they've been in a relationship and they're both cheating on each other, they are a karmic relationship, no matter if they're married or not. Okay. God did not ordain that marriage. They took it upon themselves to be in that marriage. Okay. When God ordains that marriage between two, he is saying nobody will be able to come in and say, okay, he made mistakes, or he did this, or he did that. Leave him, dump him, get away from him. No. I, like me, anybody, you can ask anybody. I always encourage them to say, or I say to them, you don't want that. Your heart knows you love, your soul knows you love that person. Only you are going to know if that person is a karmic person or not for you. Because if they are continuously treating you like garbage, if they are slandering you, being abusive mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, in any way, shape, and form, if they're constantly cheating on you, that is an agent. That is an agent. Because God would not ordain somebody to do that. No, love conquers all. Love conquers all. So anybody who is telling somebody, oh, leave him, oh, somebody's coming in, oh, third party, oh, he's cheating, you're putting doubt in other people's mind. When people do that, okay, they can say a third party. A third party doesn't mean that that's a guy cheating on a woman or a woman cheating on a man. That could mean a best friend is doing something deceptive to you, or a family member. It does not always have to be a man or a woman doing that. So then you start creating doubt into somebody's marriage that could be that ordained marriage. It's just they're going through a little hurdle because they're being tested by our Father. And our Father says, okay, I've been seeing, what you've been doing over here, and I've been seeing over here, and I'm going to give you a little test on temptation. And I'm going to go and I'm going to give each one of you, the opposite sex or the same sex, however, I don't infringe on anybody's preference. But what I'm telling you is, he will give you that opposite sex as a temptation. Are you going to pass that test, or are you going to fail that test? That is the true question. And that's what it relates back to here. You need to be able to heal that stuff, because when somebody is doing that type of player energy, and he calls it player energy because that temptation is a player energy, They're playing around with the fact that they haven't healed their pain. They're playing around with the fact that they're not putting the focus on our Father and what is the right thing to do. They're not paying attention when it comes to the spiritual gifts that they have been given and the gifts that they have been blessed with and that beautiful treasure that they have said their sacred vows to. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, absolutely. It causes confusion, it causes deception, and it plants negative seeds in the other's mind when there may have not been any type of that going on. Okay? God may have put temptation in there, and the person, that temptation, he or she might be afraid to come and say, this person was hitting on me or this person was doing this. Okay. Hiding that temptation is where it comes down to the communication. It's about that commitment. If you can be committed and say, hey, listen, this person came at me, us being in a relationship, and I'm telling you because I don't want them doubts. I don't want my loyalty broke. I don't want my commitment broke, but I'm coming to conversate with you because I am very committed. And that person gets angry because you're telling them that, hey, this person was hitting on me and you're being truthful, okay, then they need to be able to talk to our Father because our Father is the one that says, listen, you need to use your discernment. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So, like I said, a lot of you are afraid of commitment, okay? You are afraid to commit. And I'm hearing right now it's making a lot of sense of everything that's come out so far. But now he wants us to find out. So let's get 4 shuffles. What do we need to know with this, Father? What do we need to know, please? What do we need to know? What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know, Father, for this beautiful message? I remember learning this lesson way back in 2011, I think it was 2010 or 2011. And I'm telling you, oh, I don't know what happened. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I accidentally hit the button. Not enough room, not enough room. Okay, Father, what else do we need to know for this beautiful message? Yes. Aaronhood, the goddess. Time. Our Father's coming in. So 33 is the master teacher giving the message. The goddess is coming in and saying, listen, this takes time. This is something that you can't rush. And beautiful, we got Skalood coming in, and that is the future. Okay. 47 is the divine path. This is your future. So what did I say? What did I say? You need to be able to balance these things for your future so that you're not stopping your future. This is confirmation that our Father brought this out for the divine path. Thank you, Father. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, look, this is Gula. Gula is all about healing, okay? She's all about healing, and it takes a lot to be able to heal on a soul level of putting all them fragmented pieces together to put this all together. And that's why he said within this 30 days, you're going to learn so much, not only about yourself, but how to be able to ascend and evolve to higher levels. And you will know how to be able to go through that sacred transformation and know how to cherish and be committed to them sacred relationships and that sacred task that our Father has you doing. Absolutely. I love you, sweetheart. I love you. I love you very much. Yes, you have to use your discernment because there are a lot of gurus that try to throw you off. And not all gurus are bad, okay? It's using that discernment. It's using that discernment because, like our Father's saying, listen, You have agents and you have terrans that come in and disguise themselves as love and light. And they do that to manipulate you. And that's where he pointed out, you go on to some of these pages, and these people are supposed to be spiritual. These people are supposed to be on their spiritual journey as that warrior for our Father. And you're seeing them hold this person into that negativity by the things that they're saying and making them feel, oh, I love you. Oh, how is he saying it? He's like, they're not saying that I love you to that person that's keeping him in the negative energy. What it does is it triggers that one person, and this person keeps feeding and keeps feeding. And then there was four. There was four. And I said, oh, Father, okay, now I get it. Now I get what you're showing me, because we have that communication. And all of a sudden, just poof, and back to back, all four of these people who were just chiming in, mocking people, holding that spiritual gifted reader into a negative position and feeding into it. All of a sudden, poof, it was like Father silenced them. Father took them out of the equation, because all of a sudden it was like, oh, I got to go to bed. Oh, I got to go to bed. I'm tired. And it just went poof, 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 gone. And he created that stability back in there, to where when he had me check again, more relaxed, more calm, more at peace. It was more like, it wasn't all this, type. I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah, there was a couple. And I love it when the community says, oh, they're stalking me. They're stalking me. No, you will see. Your Father will put you on quest. He will put you on quest to be able to learn your lessons. It ain't stalking nobody. Watching somebody or learning what they have to say is not stalking. Copying somebody is saying you're not spiritually awakened, because if you are not giving your own messages, you're not having that commitment to yourself, because that flows right under your magic, right? You're not committing to your own magic. You're not focusing on your own magic. You're not dealing with your pain to come into that innocence of you, to have that strength and that wisdom that our Father gave you, that ability, gave you that gift. And that's where, in due time, he's saying right here, 33, the master teacher, time and commitment. Time and commitment. Okay. That is our Father coming in and saying, for the divine path. Look, 47 is broken down to the divine path. It's saying you're going to block your future. You're going to block your future. You're going to block your blessings. And something that he is preparing you for, that on a higher conscious level that he has for you, you're going to stay down here when he wants you way up here. Hello, Angel. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm glad that you are resonating with the message that our Father is bringing through and having a greater understanding. Yes, I got that too, sweetheart. I had 1010 on mine also. Yeah, I had 1010 on mine. That's beautiful, because that means God, the angels, the ascended masters, the guardian angels, the spirit guides, and the kindred loved ones in all the multidimensional realms are all here supporting us right now and helping us through this. Okay, so now they want to find out. Yeah, because I had 1010 on mine, and on the little clock here, it's 1:14:24. Okay, so he's saying, as that angelic being, you're having new beginnings to the unconditional love on your divine path. 111, when it breaks down to, is saying, watch your thoughts, because the things that are being discussed here right now is to actually help you grow. And he's saying other people are not doing that. Other people are feeding more doubt into others. Okay, that's what he's showing me right now. And it's not cutting down any other spiritual person. What I'm saying is the people who are the agents, who are the Terrans, who are keeping that negativity spiraling down and taking them in a wrong direction from coming back into who they are meant to be. That's why they are feeling depleted, defeated, like they don't want to go on, like they don't even want to do this journey anymore. Okay. A lot of them, and our Father is saying, in these last 6 months, he has heard hundreds and thousands of people say, I don't want to do this journey anymore. I don't want to do this journey anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired. That's right. You are tired. That's why he's having me bring it out on what you need to do to pass that test. Once you pass that test, things, boom, shut off in a heartbeat. Shut off in a heartbeat. People who are doing deceptive things to you, people who are trying to hurt you physically or spiritually, he shuts it off. He takes it away, just like he did when he showed me what these people that are calling themselves spiritual are not truly committed to our Father. They are not truly getting that wisdom and standing in their strength of who they are, because they're feeding that negative wheel, right? That wheel that is in rotation. Okay. The thing is he's like he said, when them wheels are broke down, how are you going to pull that cart forward? How are you going to persevere forward? If you're going to let somebody be the mastermind of your mind and keep you in a lower energy, when our Father's over here saying you can only follow one master, I'm your master. Hey, this is what I need you to do. A lot of people oversee that. That's right. Absolutely. He will not open that door. In fact, he will shut that door, lock that door, barricade that door, and that door you won't even be able to go knock on that door. Because he will put up impasses and barricades and everything to where you won't see that door. But if there's a door meant for you and something keeps happening over and over and over and over again, it's something that you got to change within you, balance yourself out, give that anger a name so that you're letting our Father know, hey, I recognize now on the physical and the spiritual of what's taking place. You will see in a heartbeat, he will call all of it off. He will call all of it off, just like he did with Moses and Aaron. Okay, when they were commanded with the Pharaoh, right? The Pharaoh would promise he would do something, that he was going to be committed to doing it, and he didn't. So our Father come in and said, okay, I'm going to bring all these locusts. Brings all the locusts. And until they changed what they did, them locusts were there destroying everything, right? And as soon as he said, okay, all right, I will. Boom. All them locusts were gone, right? Same with the flies. Same with the flies. You know, that's what he's wanting you to recognize, is that until you learn, he will not call them off. And it's not to be cruel to you. He is the master. And he puts teachers here in the physical for you to help you ascend to your next level and spiritually protect you, have your back, and have you keep shining your light. Thank you, Father. Ooh, that one wanted to flip, but my nail caught it. So, yeah, look it. This is the angels. This is your third eye. This is your intuition. This is selenite and angelite, which angelite right here, selenite, the conduit is always copper, okay? And the healing crystals. The thing is, this is broken down to you as the angelic being. He's coming in again with confirmation and saying, you are divinely protected. Okay. You feel like you're fighting these battles spiritually alone, but he is sending higher ranking earth angels to come in. But when somebody starts treating them like garbage, guess what happens? Our Father recognizes it, right? And he cleanses it out. He cleanses it out, not the earth angel. On that spiritual enlightenment, this is the Shug Knight, okay? He comes in with that spiritual enlightenment and cleanses it. What that person does is says, okay, all right, Father, he or she's treating me this way. I recognize what's going on. Walk away from it. Surrender it to our Father. And he goes back in there and he gives them messages after messages after messages. And finally, it clicks in. Did you see that? Did you see how that one flipped a circle and landed just like that? Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. And our Father's coming through. This is 34. This is red jasper. Okay. This is red jasper. And this is have that courage to have the greater understanding of what I spoke to you tonight. And if you can't recall all of it, go back, watch the video. Watch the video and truly pay attention, because spiritually, you're not fighting alone. Okay. Your Father has put earth angels here in the physical. Even as you, as an earth angel, you are here for a mission. You are here for a purpose. And that's why you do your collective readings. That's why you do the things you do. Yes, actually, I do. Yes. The thing is I can tell if it is an agent or a tyrant or a messenger of Satan. Okay. I can tell because our Father tells me. Not only that, but the spiritual gifts that I have, I can see it. The thing is, let me put it the way the Father's putting it, okay? So, like I said, if somebody has an attachment, okay, because their soul is not completely demonic. Their soul is not completely demonic. Because if it was, the Father wouldn't be giving them messages. It wouldn't be the on and off balance when it comes. Sometimes they're very loving, and other times they just, it's like the flip of a switch, and just, it's like this demon comes out and they are the most ruthless, rude, hurtful person ever. That is an attachment. They, the possession, if they were possessed, they would not be themselves. And I mean, they wouldn't act like themselves. It would be like they were a completely different person. But if they have attachments that they never energetically cut the cords for, and that attachment is there, and that negative attachment, and when they go out in humanity, and all them other negative attachments come onto that attachment, it makes that attachment stronger. And that's when you can be taken over. Yes. Yes. And that's the thing. Addiction plays a big role in it. And the thing is, if you have darker energies, okay, the thing that you need to understand on that is, yeah, you're not alone. All of us have dark nights of the shadow, okay? That's the duality, right? You have to balance the bad and the good, right? the thing is okay, you don't want to leave them behind. You're not wanting to move forward. And when you hold on to them, you're saying, I'm not committed to myself. I don't want to move forward, and I'm going to get to a certain level, and then all of a sudden everything's going to flip, and that success is going to start tumbling down. Okay? And you know, I don't know how to explain it the best way that I can. Yes, the person that has the attachments don't recognize them. Okay, the person that has the attachments don't recognize them. But that's why it's important to have that commitment to you and a commitment to our Father, to have that strength and that wisdom to know that every single day, no matter who you come in contact with, you should be cutting the cords on any lower negative energies. You should be asking Archangel Michael to come in. You should be energetically focusing and releasing them down to the core and taking the golden scissors and coming in and snipping that energy. Okay. So if you're not wanting to let go of them energies and you're wanting to be more on the darker side, and your life is going great and you've been successful and everything's going good, and all of a sudden it comes like brick wall. That's the Father saying, listen, you have to drop off some of these and balance yourself out in order for things to come back to where they need to be. Yes, absolutely. None of us are him. We are his children who he empowers to be like. Yes, I pray too. Yeah, it actually, you know, the thing is I have elevated my stages. I'm just doing what our Father has asked me for this 30-day sacred transformation. So, the things that we're talking about right now is the fact of things that I have gone through. Now, I can tell you, I've had my own family members who had demonic entities in them. Okay. I've had family members, my own children, some of my own friends. Okay. And I know how to be able to see them. I know how to be able to detect them because my Father brings it forward, okay? And that's how I protect myself. But even in my own children, my friends, no, that's fine, sweetheart. The thing is on this channel, this is what we're all about. Is we're here, we help each other, and anybody who needs to release, or anybody who needs to communicate, that's what we're here for. Don't ever be sorry for typing and putting your stuff out there. That's what this channel is all about. It's being able to put them things out there, because when we have to let go and let God have it, that's why, even though they may be our own children, they may be our own family members, they may be long-term friends, and our Father comes in and says, listen, I'm taking you away from all of them because this is why. And he spiritually lets you know everything that they thought that they were getting away with, and tells you and pulls you out and you want to help. You want to help. You want to be able to do that. And Father says, this is my job. We have to let our Father do the job. Okay. We have to let our Father do the job on them to learn their lessons, whether it's good karma or whether it's bad karma. It's all onto them. Yeah, it's and that's the thing. You have to let go and let God have it, because them darker energies that you're holding on to, the more you try to succeed forward, the more they're going to stop you, the more they're going to stagnate you, the more you're going to see, like I said, if you have any type of business or anything, what he's given me is uh, I guess an explanation for a better look at it, I guess is what he's saying, like a better picture to look at. But he's saying that when you have them negative energies and you've co-created something and everything's just going and everything's beautiful, right? And you got all these negative energies on you, and you go out in the public, you go out in humanity, and them negative energies attach to this one and make this one more stronger. And now you're starting to have insomnia. Now you're starting to have nightmares and bed sweats and everything else. And you're wondering what is going on? What is going on? Or you're having aggressive blowouts and mood swings and everything else. The thing is you're like, well, what's going on here? What's wrong with me? Okay, automatically somebody wants to diagnose it as a mental health issue. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. When it comes to that, the only reason why they do that is because they don't know spiritually, because they are not awakened. And they are unbelievers of stepping into truly who they are. And a lot of people get diagnosed. A lot of people get diagnosed and put on medications for it. When I had one person who I had worked with, I had come into contact with or met as an acquaintance or whatnot. And this person had lots of dark energy. I'm talking dark, dark, dark deities, okay? Dark agents attached to him. And every time when I first met this person, I'm going to tell you this, I need you guys to hear this, because this is how true this is, sweetheart. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, because of the night terrors. So he's sleeping during the day because he feels more at peace, because people are up moving around and everything else. Now, this person, before I met this person, I had moved in and we were like right across like the sidewalk from each other in this apartment complex, right? And mind you, I never met this person, but I had just moved in and my bedroom faced that sidewalk. I got woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, which they call the witching hour. Okay, that's when God, and it's not just the demons, people got to understand. This is when all the multi dimensions have that time to communicate, because everything's calm. But I got woke up at 3 a.m. and I was like, whoa, whoa, what is going on? And I sat there and I listened and I started speaking with my father there and going, tell me what's going on. 5 pages of information that he channeled through me that I wrote down on paper. Okay. All right. Released all that, surrendered it, and I said, thank you, Father. Okay. You needed to let me know. The next day, I woke up and I'm out on my balcony, and this man and woman walk by and they stop and they look up at me in my balcony. And I'm like, hi. I said, I'm your new neighbor. And they're like, hi. And all of a sudden, her grandfather came through to give her messages, which freaked her out. And I looked at him and I said, I have a 5-page channeled message that came through last night for you. And he looks at me. And then I started telling him my gifts. And they started coming over. And I helped transform them and their children from them negativities and to release, to be able to be in that love and light. The thing is it took him over a year and a half to say, okay, I'm finally ready. I'm finally ready. And the whole time when I had moved away from there, okay, I had moved away. The whole time his wife would call me and say, listen, you're the only one that can get through to him. You're the only one that can calm him down. You're the only one that understands what's going on with him. Because she didn't believe in, I mean, she believed in spirit, but she don't believe in our Father. Okay. So I would explain these things. And he says, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to hear that. I went to the thing on my folder and I grabbed it. I read it to him. Did you know I read off everything that he was struggling with from childhood to adolescent to adult to his now coming into his future? I sat down and I explained everything that he had gone through. And I'm not going to say what he'd gone through because of the confidentiality. I'm just going to say, and he knew right then and there, because still to this day, he will text me, I need your help. I need your help. I'm going backwards. I'm going backwards. I need your help. And he will reach out to me to help keep them away from him. Yes. So it is a very, very true thing that happens. But somebody who has gotten the messages from the Father can be able to pick this out. And I always tell everybody, 1/10 of a second of meeting somebody, whether I'm face to face or I could be on the phone, like 400 miles away, I could tell you energetically. And if you're watching, girl, you know it, you know it. But there was a situation that took place, and she says, hone in, channel in, channel in. And I told her, and guess what? She went over, boom, right there. Okay. So she knows how true it is. So when I tell you that I know when somebody's got, because the tenseness, like I know somebody right now has an attachment to them where they get the pain in the back of their neck and right here up on their shoulders. And it's a constant agony pain, like they're carrying bricks on their shoulders right now because they have a lower energy attached to them. And I feel that right now. Somebody who's watching who did not hit the like button, they have an attachment to them. Okay, Father, what else do we need to know, please? Yeah, and I rebuke and banish it. And look at what came out. Confirmation, confirmation. This is 33. 33 came out. Look, 33. So seeing 33, 33. This is all about that transition. You need to be able to go through these transitions. The amethyst is a master healer. Okay. The amethyst is a master healer, but it's coming in and telling you, listen, going through these cycles and these changes, going through these ascensions. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for supporting me. I thank you all for supporting me. I greatly appreciate all of my brothers and sisters on here that support me and hit it right away. But this is about going through that change and transformation. And in order to do that, you can come into that sacred transformation. Because when you go through a change and transformation, it's not just a change and transformation. There is a sacred change and transformation, which brings you into a sacred relationship, which brings you into sacred tasks. Okay. There, thank you, beautiful. I love all of you. Yes, 33, the master teachers coming in. And listen, right here, okay, here we go. Got this one. Okay, so I'm going to show you. We have 3, 3, 33, right? And this coming in right here is the master teacher coming in and telling you, hey, listen, be optimistic, keep that hope, keep that faith, keep that love and light going, and shine your light. Don't ever give up. Be that beacon of light. And every time somebody wants to dim your light, every time every time a negative energy wants to come and dim your light, say, not today, cupcake. Not today. Nope. Pull that lampshade off and shine your light even brighter. Raise your vibration and be a higher vibrating vibration and frequency to what they are giving out. And you're going to see 2 things. One, they're going to change and they're going to step into their light and face off them darkness, or you're going to see them disappear. Yes. Yes, I love that. I want that shirt. I I want to make a shirt that says, "Oh no, Satan, not today." Because when you hear my footsteps, you better run. I love you too, beautiful. Oh, cute little bunnies. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you guys. You're so amazing. All right. What else do we need to know, Father, for this beautiful message? What do we need to know? You see that, how it's hanging there? Okay. So this card, the way that it's sitting right now, you see how it's just kind of hanging by the corner, right? So somebody is hanging by a thread of giving up or not wanting to persevere forward, or has had enough, because he specifically asked me to set this up here as the North card. Okay. But this one, look, we have 36. This is all about the clarity. Hi, Lukia. This is all about the clarity, because the Herkimer diamond, which, hold on, where is he? Where is my Herkimer? Come here, Herkimer. My Herkimer diamond. And here's the best thing, because the Herkimer diamond gives you the greatest clarity of all time. Look at that big diamond. That is a Herkimer diamond. Okay, that is a raw Herkimer. And so when you're getting the clarity on things, that the 32, that will create the balance. And that's the shaman stones. Okay, I want to show you. This is confirmation what I was saying about what Father told us. This is the shaman stones, right? Yeah. The shaman stones is all about balance. It's about having that balance. And when it comes to it, and somebody's like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't have that." Well, guess what? I have the Herkimer diamond, which I just showed you, and that gives great clarity. And the shaman stones give that great balance. And this is the arrowhead, right? Because this is saying that I trust and believe that I will fight off anything from the past, anything that's trying to hold me down. Because 3 is the master teacher. The Father is the Son, right? It speaks volumes. All right. Anything else that you want to add to this, Father, for this beautiful message? I'm telling you, break them negative bondages, break them lower energies. Ask Archangel Michael to come in and remove them immediately from you. Ask Archangel Metron to put that cube around you and protect you from them. Do the cord cutting, energetic cord cutting. Okay, but he's bringing me back right now to the card that was hanging by the edge. Okay, so somebody is sitting here and is not having peace, because this is the tree agate, and this is not being deeply rooted and grounded. God is saying that spiritually they're not deeply rooted and grounded of where they should be. The tree agate is saying that somebody is hanging by the edge of their peace. So they are very disturbed. They are going through emotional turmoil. They are going through a lot of anger spells, I'm hearing. Okay. So there is no peace in this person's life. It is chaotic from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, confirmation. Look, this is clarity. Okay. But you can be victorious. You have great potential to stand in your power and turn this around, because you just need to step into your purpose and you need to find that balance. This is confirmation, confirmation, confirmation of the number 5, okay, of this lesson. It's that balance. That's that balance. That's that balance. Yeah, because the Hierophant is all about standing in your belief, standing in your power, following your father's tradition that he has given you with that ancient wisdom and knowledge, to have that strength, to shine your beauty, to not fit in, but to stand out. Yeah, look, to go through a transition, to change it. Look, so you can get the fruits of your labor. I'm telling you, this is you standing in your power and learning how to truly find that peace and harmony within yourself. This is that commitment. This is what he's talking about. That's that commitment to have gratitude for everything. Gratitude for, yeah, look, stop hiding who you are. Stop being in the dark. Balance it out from all that pain from your childhood to your adolescent to your adulthood. Shine your light. It's time. Make them changes. Make them changes. Stand in your power. Yeah, I'm telling you, you are going through too many of these physically and spiritually. You're having tower moment after tower moment after tower moment with people and spirits coming at you to thinking that it's a spiritual warfare, because you have to be committed to the spiritual journey. You have to make that commitment to say, okay, Father, I understand what you're saying now. I understand what you're saying. And I'm going to pass this test this time. So the next time that they're stalking me, the next time that they're being rude to me, the next time that they're doing this physical stuff to me and spiritually coming at me and giving me that headache and making my eyes hurt and making me just feel so droggy, I'm going to name the anger that I have for it, because I know you will serve it justice. Because look, you are well disciplined. You are deeply rooted and grounded. You passed that test with the Ace of Pentacles right here, with that prosperity. 33, the master teacher is coming in and saying, you're deeply rooted and grounded. You do everything from your heart space. But here, you passed the test. Confirmation. What did I say? Double strengths. Okay? Have that strength to overcome. Have that strength to follow our Father and what he is guiding you. That's good, Misty. That's good, sweetheart. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. And no matter how many times they want to make it so you don't do it, just keep shining your light, sweetheart. Well, you know what? He will come back to his innocence. He will come back to his innocence. Because the thing is, and it's hard for me, which our Father is saying that I can't say it right now, that is in the lessons to come. Just trust and believe, have the hope, have the faith that he will come back into the innocence of who he is. He will be that unconditional loving person. He will have that greater understanding. Right now, he is fighting a battle that he knows nothing about. Okay, and he feeds it more power. I'm hearing he feeds it more power because he's so easy to give up. And that peace card had to be the energetic feeling from him of the fact that he is not at peace with himself. Okay, he's hanging by a thread from going off massively. Yes, he is, but the thing is he also has to break away from them bondages and the addictions that are keeping him in that negative space. Okay, that's what I'm being told right now. I don't judge anybody. I'm just telling you what I'm being told. Okay, yeah, because look, we have the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Coins that came out. Okay, so this is basically you need to hold your vision. Okay, this one is you need to hold your vision. And with the 7 of Wands, this is about having faith because there is stiff competition out there. You need to persevere forward, though. You need to hold your vision and you need to be able to invest that you are worthy and deserving, that you are a prophet, that you are worthy and deserving. Keep the faith, keep the hope, and keep pushing forward. But 7 in the angel mastery number is there. If something doesn't start changing here pretty soon, our Father's going to come in and he's going to show a huge change. He's going to make it happen. He's going to make it happen, okay? Just know that he said he's giving you the opportunity to do it and to put in the hard work and manifest something better. Okay? What else do we need to know, Father? Yeah, manifestation. Oh, yeah, look. We got the Page of Wands and the Page of Coins. You see how the twins of everything are coming out because we have to create that stronger foundation, right? We have to, with Archangel Raphael, we need to be able to build that strong foundation. But having the Page of Wands and the Page of Coins is coming in and giving you that message that says, hey, listen, I've had a great discovery. And that great discovery has made me very enthusiastic that I can change, that I can do things differently, that I can manifest a new enterprise to my well being of who I am, that I have that greater chance. I can do this. I can be deeply rooted and grounded. I can get the spiritual messages. I can discover what needs to be discovered and be enthusiastic about it because it's going to make you at the top again. I'm hearing it's going to bring you to the peak because, yeah, look, it's your destiny. You have to illuminate these fears and illusions that are going on. Absolutely, Misty. You got to put yourself first. Yes. And the only way that he can do that is he has got to surrender and let go and let God have it. He has got to energetically attach from them deities that have come on that have become stronger because when he gets more depressed and that anxiety and you know I'm hearing PTSD, he gets triggered really easy, very easy is what I'm hearing. And the thing is he's got to learn to energetically take that golden scissors and picture of it going all the way deep down that root into Mother Earth Gaia around that core and wrap it around and ask God for the golden scissors to come in and energetically, boom, cut that. New seeds will be planted and he will feel a sign of relief because I'm hearing that he's having issues not only sleeping, night terrors, he's sweating profusely. He's pacing back and forth. I'm hearing he paces back and forth. His outbursts are very deep. I mean, they're very aggressive. They're very aggressive, is what I can tell you. Um, yeah, and I'm telling you, right here, because he's feeling left out in the cold. He's not knowing how to pick these two cups up and salvage what he's got right now. He needs to be able to love himself. Okay. He needs to be able to love himself and stop having this adversity in his life, thinking that this is okay to keep feeding, because the Father, our Son, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right here, he needs to balance. Balance is a must. Balance is a huge must, because listen, he needs to get rid of the illusions. He needs to hold the faith. He needs to make the right choice, because there's only one choice that he can make, and that's to let go and let God have it, and to shine his light and be that true, loving, compassionate person that our Father has gifted him to be. Because I'm hearing he's very intelligent, he's very giving, he's very caring, he helps people out. Look, but he needs to bring it to a completion. He needs to travel the distance with our Father and bring it to a completion. Because the thing is he needs to learn how to be able to fulfill his own cups on this spiritual journey, to look, find that partnership and that balance within himself, to be able to get the rewards. And because he's not doing that, he's being left out in the cold, and that means all his friends are walking away from him. All his friends walk away from him because he gets into conflict, I'm hearing. So I'm just letting you know spiritually what's coming through, sweetheart. Yeah, look, it's time. People need to make the sacrifices to make this sacred transformation within self, and to really take the lesson that has been given here today from our Father. Name that anger that gets triggered. Yeah, the thing is, sweetheart, is the reason why he is feeling like it paralyzes him is because of the fact he has a lot of trauma issues that he needs to work through. Okay. And what happens when the third chakra is blocked, which is the solar plex, it starts giving leg spasm, muscle cramps, lower back pains, it gives a hard time when it comes to the intimacy of, affecting how their intimacy is and everything else. The thing is when these emotions come up, he needs to learn how to balance them and to be deeply rooted and grounded. Instead of attacking people, I'm hearing, instead of attacking people verbally or threatening or trying to scare, okay? He can't be doing that. He needs to sacrifice the way he's been doing things, is what I'm hearing. Okay? He needs to be able to go in and rid these fears, because see, I'm hearing he's so used to feeding into them, because it's a control thing. So when he feeds into him, he feels that it's easier for him to control people and to be able to do things, because he can blame it. He can blame it on the entity. He can blame it on the agent or the tyrant that is within him, because he's not willing to work in them hurts and pains right here. He's holding on to them hurts and pains, and he's not working through them. So and I keep it raw. I'm sorry, sweetheart, but this is on my channel. You'll know that when the messages come out, I do it out of unconditional love. But he is making excuses to hold on to these pains, to keep these entities going strong. And I rebuke and banish that to happen for him. I rebuke and banish them to remain strong in him. He needs to have the courage and the commitment to be able to break free, to focus, and come back to that innocence of who he truly is. Because all he's doing is putting himself out in the cold, making it so that everybody walks away so that he can bring up abandonment issues and have another reason of why it's okay for them to be there. Okay, that's what and I'm feeling somebody's anxiety right now is like just like aggravated already because of the message, but I'm telling you spiritually. Yeah, but I'm also hearing the sleep medicines and stuff, they're not going to help him, sweetheart. They're not going to help him because his higher consciousness wants all of that out so that he could be in his true power. Because I'm hearing he's very intelligent, he's got great potential, and he's got a lot of gifts that he's actually putting on a lower level right now. Absolutely. And that's why he's being used, and this is why I'm saying these people are going to use him. They're going to leave him out in the cold, make him feel less than. And he doesn't deserve that. He deserves the unconditional love and know that he is worthy and deserving. But these people that are going to keep doing that are going to make him to the point where not only they walk away, but he's going to want to walk away from everybody. And you can't let it get to that point. You can't let it get to that point. Look, you need to have the hope. We need to pray for him. Soul family, everyone here, let's pray for Angel's significant other. Pray that he get through this, and be able to rebuke and banish all the negative energies that are trying to hold him down. Let's beam our light. Let's follow the north light. Let's give him that unconditional love. Yeah, look. That's right. Confirmation. Let's stand in our power and be able to make it happen. Manifest a new beginning. Okay. Yeah, and I'm hearing, sweetheart, the thing is, we will pray for him. We will pray for him. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. We will pray for him. We will pray because he's wrapped around with the wrong people. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Misty, for always being there. All of you, all my soul family. I love you guys. That's right. Prayers are going to go out. And before we end this, like I said, look, that 9 of Cups, beautiful comes out. Comfort and satisfaction to know that we have to be there for our brothers and sisters. Okay? That they're not fighting a battle by themselves, that we are here. And we love you, sweetheart. We love you. So we're going to go into prayer here quick, and I'm just going to put a prayer out there so that we can all focus on our prayer to bring him to a greater place, bring him into his fullest potential, and ask our Father, dear Heavenly Father, please come in and protect Richard from the lower energies that are trying to tear down who he is as an individual. He is very deserving of unconditional love. He is very deserving of everything that you have given him the abilities and capabilities to do with his gifts and talents. Okay, Father, we ask you to rebuke and banish all lower energies and make sure that he is fully protected, Father. we're asking for extra prayers tonight and so forth on, so that he is protected. And don't let these darker energies take over his mind. Don't let them take over his heart and soul. Shine your light, Father. Whisper in his ear. Give him that unconditional love. Do what you've done for all of us other children who were going through that time, and be there for him. Thank you, Father. Amen. Absolutely, Misty. Yes, absolutely. I love you, Sugar. I love you, Uday. I love you, Misty. I love all of you. Amen. And Angel, yes, sweetheart, the prayers are strong. And here, like I said, we are all about making sure that we're that unity, that we build our family up, that we help them where they're needing the stabilizer bar. We're going to come in and we're going to be that stabilizer bar. Yes, absolutely. Amen. Hallelujah, Father. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love him so much. I love you. I love you, Luana. Thank you, Luana. That is beautiful to my heart to know that you're picking up, you're seeing it, you're knowing. I love it. Thank you, Sugar. I love all of you guys. You put a big smile on my face and my heart and my soul. Yes, we will pray that there's peace within in that dynamic, because we will definitely pray for that. I love you all. I'm so thankful and so grateful, and I greatly appreciate you, and God bless all of you, and healing prayers to everyone in my soul family here, because this is what makes me smile. Being with you guys every night makes me happy to be able to come on here. Okay. All right. Well, we will definitely pray for your father, that he holds his composure, that he keeps his commitment to our Father and holds back, and having a greater understanding that it's not just your significant other's situation that is going on. It's spiritually there, it's much deeper. And we will pray, Angel, that your father hold back, hold his tongue, do everything out of love and light, and be that loving guidance and that support. Well, you have us, you have all of us. We're here every night at 7 p.m., except for tonight is my fault, like I said, because I was out doing stuff and I got stung by, I don't know if you guys have heard them. They're called mud wasps, where they're underground and they make a huge nest. And I took the rake and I went like that, and he just come up and just went bam. And he hit me, and I'm very allergic to them bees. So when he hit me, it was like, oh great, oh great. Yeah, so I had to make sure everything was good and everything with me. And like I said, I hold myself accountable. If I'm late, if I'm not here on time, or if the time changes when I tell you I'm going to be there, I come in, I apologize to all of you. But normally I'm here at 7 o'clock every night. The family gets together here. And like I said, it's an upliftment, the empowerment of being able to come into that unity and know that you are loved unconditionally, and that we are all here as pillars of strength for each other. I love my whole family. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yes, yes. Thank you. I love all of you. I love all of you. And look, I love it. I love it. I love it. Love you, Udation, huh? Love you. Yes, thank you, Misty. Show me your love by hitting that like button. That's all I ask. I mean, I don't ask for anything else, you know. I love being able to give you the messages and beings that our Father is giving, this to be able to have me and Him help you have greater understanding on a much deeper level, on a sacred level. That's a blessing to me too. Thank you, Sugar Love. Yes, you guys do it every time you come in. I know. Every day because I love you too, Sugar. You guys are magnificent. I love you. You're phenomenal and we have a great family here. Oh, thank you, Udation, huh? That's beautiful. Thank you. Well, I will give thumbs up. All right. Well, you have a good day. Uday Shinha, you have a great rest of your day, and the rest of you have a great, wonderful Saturday night. Thank you, Misty. I greatly appreciate that. Means a lot. As long as my messages are getting out there from our Father and helping and brought my soul family together, that's what makes me happy. That's right. That's right. And I'm the same way. I when I love somebody, like I love my soul family. And if somebody said, "Hey, I need you," I would drop everything and I would travel to where they are to help my family. That's how loyal and dedicated I am. When I love very hard and unconditionally because it's with our Father. It's in my soul. And I'm very committed to making sure that my family is there, that everybody is making sure that emotionally their vibrations are higher and everything. Good night, sweetheart. Amen. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you, sweetheart. Love you. Love you all. You have a wonderful night, and I will see you tomorrow at 7 because I'm not going to go and get stung by another bee, okay? I promise. I got too much information that our Father wants to share. So I love all of you. Enjoy the rest of your night. And I will see you tomorrow at 7. Blessings, love, and light. And keep shining. Keep your head up, shoulders back. Keep persevering forward. We're going to get this through this each day, one by one. Okay. Love you all. Good night. Peace. God does have you. God does have you. Yes. Yes. And we have you too now. You've come into our soul family. Good night, beautiful. Good night. Love you all. Good night. Love you. I will see you tomorrow. Keep being magnificent. Keep being an extraordinary being and keep being your beautiful soul being. Amen. Yes. Love you. Good night. God bless you. Mwah. What are you doing, baby puppy? Let's see. Yes, sweetheart, if you can still hear me, I'm glad that you feel at peace. And good night and God bless you, sweetheart. Keep shining. Love you.